Hi, I'm Kate, and this is She Geek. I've been thinking a lot lately about MMOs. I personally was a World of Warcraft addict, on and off since launch. 3 level 80s and probably 400 level 40s. I've played a lot of the MMOs that have been widely available in the US market for the last 6 years now. God. You cannot deny to yourself that World of Warcraft is the king of the MMO market. The way I see it, if you're an MMO developer, you can go one of two ways. You can move completely away from the World of Warcraft model. You can do a completely different UI, different setting, different goals, and try to attract people who never liked World of Warcraft or who grew tired of it and don't want to play World of Warcraft anymore. Like EVE Online could not be more different or difficult, but it does legitimately attract a lot of people who aren't attracted to World of Warcraft. The other way an MMO developer can get traction in this industry is to mimic World of Warcraft, but change one particular aspect of the game, usually the setting, to attract the World of Warcraft gamers who maybe still like playing WoW, but want a change of scenery. A very good example of this is Lord of the Rings Online. It looks a lot like World of Warcraft when you play it. But what they were after, I think, were the World of Warcraft gamers who were Lord of the Rings nerds, because who wouldn't want to take quests from Gandalf? And I say that those are the only two ways that you can get any kind of grip in the MMO market, because I think it's delusional to say that anybody can do World of Warcraft better. However, World of Warcraft and other MMOs all lack one specific thing, and they lack it on purpose, and I understand the drive. It keeps people coming back, it keeps them addicted, but the fact of the matter is that there's no point. There isn't. You can argue this with me all you want, and I encourage you to, but I have done both sides of the World of Warcraft endgame. I PvP'd really hardcore in vanilla, and this most recent time that I quit, I was with a top-notch raiding guild on Deathicus, and I could not see the point of either. It's fun, suddenly distinctly unfun. The reason I'm actually talking about this is because a spokesperson from BioWare was recently quoted just in the last day or two as saying very publicly that MMORPGs have no point. For someone like me who could not agree with that more, that's really, really exciting, because BioWare is, of course, developing a new MMORPG themselves, which I haven't talked about here because I'm really trying to keep my hype level as low as possible. Since they have not given any kind of hint as to a release date. There's always somebody when I start bringing this up, somebody always says it's gonna tank just like Galaxies. Galaxies was just done wrong. It was actually the epitome of no point. I mean, they had whole classes in that game that were just no point at all. I played a dancing white Wookiee. I was a dancer. I was a white Wookiee dancer. That was my whole class. I have a corollary point to that as well. I believe that a world that you want your players to invest in emotionally needs to be changeable by them. A great example of this particular thing is the Elder Scrolls games, Morrowind and Oblivion. You actually have a physical impact on the world around you. An example that relates to World of Warcraft could be, you spend all this time in your hardcore raiding guild, you have amazing gear, maybe there's some kind of incredibly difficult challenge, kind of like Trial of the Grand Crusader, but single player arena type things, where if you complete it, they build a statue of your character in Dalaran. So we'll keep our eyes on BioWare. There have been a lot of MMOs to come and go in the last few years, that's for sure. Anyway, that's my show. Today is June 1st of 2010. I will see you guys next week.